Now at 4, your community focus. We're talking COVID-19 today with Dr. Jim McDonald from the Rhode Island Department of Health.
He joins us every week right here on 12 News Now at 4. As always, thanks for joining us today, Doctor.
Oh, Brian and Kim, it's always fun to be with you. You're the highlight of my week right now.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, we appreciate it. Let's jump in and talk about the Johnson & Johnson pause, concerns over those blood clots. Essentially 6 cases out of about 6 million shots. Looking for some context here. Lots of medications have possible side effects. Is this any worse than some medication that someone might have in their medicine cabinet right now?
Yeah, so it's a fair question. The answer is it kind of depends on what medicine you have in your medicine cabinet. You know, we'll accept side effects if we have to. I think the question right now is, do we have to? And right now, I think we would just want to say, well, what really happened is the CDC and the FDA said, look, they had a safety signal. And this is what our robust monitoring system does. The robust monitoring system says, look, is there a concern? Let's look into it. You know, I was listening to the call last night from the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, and they called it a strong signal. They didn't make a decision, but they said it was a strong signal. What I love right now is I love that my FDA and my CDC are taking this seriously, doing robust monitoring. They took it offline. That's what you're supposed to do. And then we'll see, because right now we're not seeing this with the Moderna vaccine. We're not seeing it with the Pfizer vaccine. And it may not be related to the J&J vaccine. I love that we're studying it, though, and finding out.
And Dr. M, we were just talking a little bit in the commercial break before we came to you about Rhode Islanders who have gotten the J&J shot. What should they know, and will they be hearing from the health department?
Yeah, so one thing, we are going to be sending out a targeted communication to folks, an email and a text. We have your information when you got the vaccine, if you gave it to us. And we're just going to let you know you're one of the folks. We're just going to let you know this happened and just what to look for. You know, one of the things, too, if you're not sure what vaccine you got, I've got my vaccine card at home. Just look at yours. It tells you which vaccine you got. And, you know, mainly the people who were affected, it was 6 to 13 days later. They all were sick and in the hospital. So it's not that mild flu-like illness everybody gets after the shot. So I think it's important to have context. You know, I consider this like, look, we're now aware of an issue, and that's a much better place. You know, they say ignorance is bliss, but it really is never bliss. Ignorance is never bliss. So I'm glad we know about the issue, and let's see what we learn.
Dr. M, we've talked about this before, how long the shot will provide protection. And in some comments that were released today, the CEO of Pfizer said it's likely that people will need a 3rd dose of the Pfizer shot in about 12 months. So I'm curious, should we be expecting this COVID-19 vaccine to become similar to the one that we get annually for the flu?
Yeah, I saw those comments too, and it's interesting. We have to see what that looks like. What I see as possible for the future is, as the variants become more dominant, what we might see is there might need to be some type of a different vaccine. And it is a little bit like a flu vaccine that'll be different. I don't know if it's going to be every year. I think we have to wait and see right now. But I think it's one of those things where I'm far more interested in everybody getting their first set of vaccines done. I want you all to do that for me. But let's wait and see. It's possible. And if there's a booster in a year, there's a booster in a year. We'll just have to wait and see.
Certainly school vacation week is next week. Everyone's itching to get out and do something. Considering where we are with vaccine distribution rates, where are we as a state in concerns of any possible surge of cases from people traveling?
You know, I will say this. If you're going to travel, would you please do it outside, because you're generally safer outside. And I think one of the things to keep in mind is if you're going somewhere, please get tested. Portal.ri.gov. It's funny, I got tested Tuesday morning. I woke up at 8 o'clock, said, I think I'm going to get a test done today. My day was really busy, but I had a free slot between 10 and 10:30. I was tested at 10:07. I was back working by 10:27. All I'm saying is get a test before you go. Grab it on the way back. Do me a favor. I'd appreciate it if you do that for me.
Dr. M, some exciting news. Eligibility expanding on Monday to everyone 16 and older in Rhode Island. I believe today they said that's about 250,000 people who will become eligible that are not already eligible. Any estimates of how many appointments will go live on Tuesday, or how the state decides that number?
You know, so really what we do is we see how many first doses we have to go. And I don't know exactly how many we have yet. By the way, we're really trying to find more vaccine. It's why I know the governor and the Department of Health is doing what we can to find more vaccine. So we'll see what's possible. So I hope we have a surprise for you on Monday. Let's wait and see together, though. I'm excited about it because I have 3 young adults in my home who are very excited about the possibility of getting their vaccine. I would encourage people to sign up for the vaccine interest notification list at portal.ri.gov. That's what the McDonald children did, and it's more of a set it and forget it. You'll do fine that way.
And Dr. M, just very quickly before we let you go, speaking of young adults, can parents accompany their 16 or 17-year-old child to the vaccination clinic?
I don't know the exact answer. I'll have to check and get back to you on that. I'm telling you, I'm planning on sending my 18, 19, and 22-year-old in there alone as a growing experience. But we'll have to find out if a 16-year-old could be accompanied. I'm not really sure about that just yet because they do want to minimize the number of people there.
Okay, we'll check back with you. Dr. Jim McDonald from the Rhode Island Department of Health, thank you as always for your time.
Have a good day. Thanks so much.